am here today to talk to you about FlipGrid. FlipGrid is a video discussion platform for students and teachers. I've seen it used all the way from preschool all the way up to college level courses. It's a great way for teachers and students to collaborate, create discussions and dialogue on a specific subject or question. And also, it's a great tool for peer feedback as well as assessment. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to talk to you guys about that today. What you're going to want to do to get set up right away on FlipGrid is jump onto Chrome, and then we're going to go to flipgrid.com. Okay, and this is FlipGrid's main page. What you're going to want to do is sign up for the free version. Okay, enter in all of your information and what would apply to you according to what you're teaching, what type of instruction type you are, and also put in your school and organization. Okay, I've already created an account, so after you've done this, you're going to go ahead and click on Create My Grid. I'm going to go into My Teacher Login. And this is kind of the main area. Now I've gotten rid of a lot of my grids so that I can kind of show you a clean slate of what it will look like when you first begin to sign up. So right when you get here, you can get started right away by clicking on New Grid. Okay, now what a grid is it's kind of like a giant folder for your class. So you could create a variety of different grids according to maybe the different classes that you teach or the different subjects that you teach within your classroom. And then within each grid, you can create a topic, which is like a mini document to put inside that folder. Okay, and within those topics, you'll have different discussion questions and different dialogues from your students. So right now, we're going to create that big folder, that big grid. And I'm just going to name my grid Teacher Resources. So this would be the grid that I keep all of my topics on Teacher Resources and all the different videos created that I might send out to teachers to give me some feedback on how they feel about resources that I'm giving them in tech. And then you can briefly describe, give your grid a little bit of a description, like this is a grid that I will use for teacher feedback on tech tools. Okay. Over here you have a grid code. So anybody that I want to give access to my grid, I can copy this link and send that their way. You also have some security options. One thing that I like to keep open is the shared links, just because you can then you can use FlipGrid within Google Classroom, so you can create that quick link. It will connect right away to Google Classroom, which is really super helpful if you're using that platform. I also allow for downloads, so I like my students or my teachers that I'm using FlipGrid with to be able to have access to the opportunity to be able to connect different documents or connect different videos with their responses so that they can show more proof of learning, or we can have more dialogue in that way. Okay, down here you have some different features. If you don't want to receive an email every time somebody downloads a video or creates a response, you could turn this off. I like to have it on because then I know that I'm getting responses, so it's kind of nice. So I keep it on, but that's totally up to you. And then you can either have your status as active or inactive. I usually right away just create them active. One reason you might want to have them inactive is if you're maybe creating this grid for a future class and you're not ready to give access yet. So you could have it inactive for now and then activate it later when you're ready to give access to your class. You also, for each grid you create, have the opportunity to customize it, so it will just be like kind of a banner for your different grid. So you can pull in a photo that you already have, or they give you some fun options down here too. So this little guy is kind of cute, so I think I'll select him. And then I am ready to create my grid. Okay, so now that I've created my grid, what I want to do is I want to create some different topics within that grid to get going. So these you might use for different assignments, different exit tickets, different peer discussion groups, and things like that. So I'm going to create a topic right now regarding FlipGrid. And my topic title might be FlipGrid favorites. Okay, That's just the title, the topic title. Then you have the option of giving your students or your participants different time limits on their videos. So you can either choose as little as 15 seconds or as much as 5 minutes for them to create their videos. So I'll just kind of keep it here because I don't think that these videos will have to be too long for my topic. And then you're going to have a topic description or a question, okay? So for my FlipGrid favorites, I want to know, what is your favorite reason for using FlipGrid? Okay. Okay, I'm going to have it as active. And then you do have the option to also record a video of yourself as a teacher. So if you want to give like an example, or you can upload a video, you can upload images, files, different things that you think would be handy for your students or participants to have when they are answering this topic discussion question. Okay, you have the option to attach a link. And then these are kind of fun. Once your participants or your students create their video, you can make it a little bit more engaging and a little bit more fun by allowing them to incorporate stickers and drawings onto their video. If you don't want to do that, you would click none. And then you also have the opportunity to allow students, when they are listening to their peers' videos, to be able to respond. So this is kind of almost like being able to do a little thumbs up or a heart on Facebook, or like on Twitter, you're able to do the heart. So this gives them a little bit more peer feedback. And then you can choose to have your responses either public or private. Okay. You can kind of take a look at these different features yourself too, and you'll just have to kind of gear them to what you're doing in your classroom or how you would want your responses to look. Okay? Feedback, I like to just do the basic feedback on responses, student verbalization and clarity of expressed ideas. So usually the basic feedback is enough. You can build your own assigned custom feedback. So if there's a specific type of rubric you're using for listening and communication skills or something like that, you can customize that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create my topic. Okay, it's going to pop up with a generated code for your kids. So you can either give them straight access to your grid, so to my teacher resources grid, or if I just want them to have access to that topic, I can go ahead and give them this link. Okay, so I would go ahead, I could shoot that over to Google Classroom, or I could email it to my students. I could throw it up on my smartboard and just have them copy the URL. Whatever way you want to do that is just fine. So I've copied that. So I got it. And now I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like from student view and how to create a video. Okay, so I would have my students go back either to the FlipGrid and they could have my code, or if I gave them that direct link, they could paste it right there, and it's going to go ahead and bring them straight to the topic. Okay, so here it is. This is what the student view will look like. They're in Teacher Resources Grid, okay, and then they are in FlipGrid Favorites Topic, okay, and here's your question. What is your favorite reason for using FlipGrid? So what they're going to do is they're going to click on the big plus button, okay, and it's going to pop up with a video. So here I am getting ready to create my video for my topic on FlipGrid, okay? They're going to want to make sure that they have the audio down here as well as the option to record, okay? It might pop up with a screen that says, can Chrome have access to your video or your audio? And you would click yes, okay? So I'm going to get ready to record, and then when I'm done, I'm going to post my recording. So here I go. What is my favorite reason for using FlipGrid? Hi, my favorite reason for using FlipGrid is because I think it's an amazing resource for so many different reasons. You can use it to collaborate, you can use it for peer feedback, you can use it for dialogue, teachers can use it for assessment. The uses are unlimited, and that's the reason I love FlipGrid the most. They would click the next arrow, and then it will allow them to listen to their video. Click next. Now it's going to have them take a picture, so this will be kind of what students, their peers, and myself as the teacher would see when they post their video. So you'd want to get kind of squared up here and smile. There is my picture. And now this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the stickers and the drawings. They have the option to do some fun things here and just kind of get creative, which is cool. So for Halloween, we have some festive little things here. So I might want to pull in the pumpkin, or I might want to have a little ghost on mine. Okay, they also have the opportunity to draw. So they can pick a color and a brush with and click like hi. Or draw whatever they want. So, okay, so this is what they're going to see. Everybody's going to see when they're looking through the topic grid. So students will need to put in their information. Okay, title, I love FlipGrid. Okay. Here we go. And submit my video. Okay, I have successfully submitted my video as a student now or as a participant. So now whenever anybody logs in, they can take a look at my video and listen. They have the opportunity to go ahead and give me a little bit of feedback and response down here. Now the really cool thing about this is if I go back to an administrative side, on my side of things, I'm just going to refresh my page here, because then my video will pop up. Okay, so there's my student's first video. And if I click on this as an administrator, I get the opportunity to also give them some really good feedback. So I love your response, okay? And then I could email this feedback to my students. So they get automatic feedback from me. It's a great opportunity for us to collaborate. And there is an option also for peers to give feedback too. So that's really cool. So there's a million different reasons I think that you guys could use FlipGrid. I think it's a great platform for a lot of discussion. I've had a lot of teachers use it for exit tickets, which is a great way to just get a little blurb on how or what students took away from your class that day. It's a great way to introduce students as an introduction icebreaker at the beginning of the year. And I mean, the uses for this just go on and on. It's really endless. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you give FlipGrid a try. If you need any further help getting your account set up or creating any grids or topics, please reach out to me. I'd love to come and help you. Okay? Have a great day, everybody, and thanks so much.